A man tried to cut down a tree for hours, but couldn't finish the job. His neighbor approached and said, "You know what? Why don't you sharpen the saw first? You'll cut the tree much faster." The man replied, "Sharpening the saw will take too long. I'm busy, I don't have time, don't you see?" This situation seems stupid, but the reality is most of us are that clumsy, foolish person with the dull saw. We complain about our worrying financial situation when we can't even find 1 hour a week to read a personal finance book and learn to better manage our money. It's strange how people complain about their health, their inability to focus, and their difficulty sleeping, while not dedicating even a couple hours a week to exercise and maintain their body and mind's health. Those who don't exercise are no different from those trying to cut the tree with a dull saw while complaining about not having time to sharpen it. You know how it goes. You graduate, get a decent job, and never leave that comfort zone unless forced to. Successful people, on the other hand, dedicate themselves to lifelong learning, and that's why they succeed. We've discovered how to keep the saw always sharp, why successful people follow the 5-hour rule, and what exactly the 5-hour rule is. We'll answer all these questions and many more, so hit the like button below. The 5-hour rule, or the 5-hour rule, simply states that successful people, no matter how busy they are, dedicate at least 1 hour per day or 5 hours per week to learning or practice, and they do this throughout their careers. The idea seems simple, but it's actually highly effective and represents the driving force behind most successful people. The rule dates back to Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers, scientist, inventor, and writer, also known for consistently dedicating time to learning. The first thing he did each morning was read and write. Warren Buffett, who is undoubtedly the greatest investor of all time, having made more money than anyone, spends 80% of his day reading, according to him. He reads about 600 pages daily, and it's thanks to study that he's achieved his best investment results. This is how knowledge works. It compounds like interest. His friend Charlie Munger, also a billionaire, said, "I constantly see people rise in life who aren't the smartest, and sometimes not even the most diligent, but who are learning machines. They go to bed each night a little wiser than when they woke up. Of course they do. This helps especially when you have a long career ahead." But Buffett isn't the only one who attributes his success to reading. The CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, Elon Musk, learned to build rockets by reading books. The idea of founding a private space company seemed so crazy at the time that no one was willing to risk their career to join SpaceX as CEO. So Elon had to learn rocket science on his own. Bill Gates, who needs no introduction, has made more money than most of you will probably earn in your entire lifetimes, and reads at least 50 books per year. You can see his favorite books on his channel. Yes, Bill Gates is also a YouTuber. Every time Benjamin Franklin dedicated an hour to learning, he obviously accomplished less that particular day. But long term, that knowledge made him wiser, more productive, and helped him achieve much more. It doesn't matter who the person is or how successful they become, whether they've climbed the billionaire rankings, become community leaders, or succeeded as teachers or engineers. These people have undoubtedly made learning a key part of their lives. When I first entered the stock market, I spent weeks analyzing a single company to find a good investment. At that time, I was pretty bad at all this, but then I took an accounting and finance course. I learned to quickly read budgets, analyze them, and know what to pay attention to when reading quarterly reports. After learning some techniques, I can now analyze a company much faster, saving lots of time. I can analyze a dozen companies in the same time it previously took me to analyze just one. When I took that course, I didn't see major results that day, but long term, I saved significant time and made my time more valuable. Most people get stuck in a job they do every day for years without dedicating necessary time to their growth, or to learning how to do that job more effectively, or at least better, and consequently increasing how much money they can earn in the same time. Here's how to apply the 5-hour rule. Divide your learning into 3 categories. First, core skills like communication, personal finance, and nutrition. The more you improve your social skills, the more you'll improve your social life. It becomes easy to make new friends or connections. And trust me, the world of connections is underrated. Sometimes all it takes is one good connection to build a successful business. Second, general knowledge. The world moves too fast, and with every new innovation come new opportunities. Those who stay current with the latest technological developments benefit. Cryptocurrencies are a great example. Anyone who spent at least a few hours learning about them when they weren't mainstream probably made a few $1 million. The same can be said for the internet, electric cars, and much more. And guess what? There will be more and more opportunities. So broaden your knowledge. Finally, improve your professional skills. No matter what your job is, there are definitely ways to do it a bit faster, better, or more easily. I'm an investor, and part of what I do involves reading extensively before choosing a specific company. I have to read everything about it to be sure I'm investing in the right one. And one of the best skills I've developed is speed reading. What used to take me 1 hour to read now takes me 20 minutes maximum. Or when researching a topic for a video, I have to read extensively, and sometimes I read an entire book just to make one video. In these cases, speed helps tremendously in accelerating the process. The 5-hour rule consists of 3 main stages. First, read. If 1 hour seems like too much, start with 20 or 30 minutes. If you don't have time, at least listen to an audiobook. Second, think. It's not just about reading, but making sure you get maximum value from what you read. Ask questions and take your time to answer them. There's always more to what you read than what you understand after a first pass. And finally, experiment. You've learned something new. Try it out. Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Edison became prominent inventors and thinkers thanks to their experiments. We have Gmail because Google allowed employees to experiment with new ideas. Experiments show what works. If you can't apply your knowledge in real life, it's not very useful. By making learning a habit, you're very likely to become more successful and productive in different areas of your life. Ultimately, by investing in the habit of reading, you can ensure your growth. So read. I hope you like this video. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications. We're doing our best to create great videos for you and to help you achieve your goals. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.